Welcome back, Movie Merc friends and family, to Movie Merc. I, of course, am Parsifal, the host with the most, and today we are diving into a galaxy far, far away with the movie that started it off, Star Wars: A New Hope. Released in 1977, this sci-fi masterpiece redefined cinema, launched a cultural juggernaut, and made us all wish that we had a lightsaber. So, in this review, we'll get some breakdowns, we'll get some stories, we'll get some character lore, and we'll also get some juicy behind the scenes facts. So, let's jump into it. Jedi Masters, grab your blaster, let's hop in the Millennium Falcon, and let's jump to light speed, shall we? Don't forget to like and subscribe down below and hit that bell to join my Rebel Movie Merc Alliance. I'm just playing, or just hit that button for me. It would be awesome. Thank you so much. Anyways, so without further ado, A New Hope, originally called Star Wars, kicks off with the Galactic Empire tightening its grip on the galaxy. The evil Emperor Palpatine and his enforcer Darth Vader are hunting the Rebel Alliance, who have stolen plans to the Empire's ultimate weapon, the Death Star. Well, let me just tell you, this moon-sized battle station can literally vaporize planets. I'm talking about, like, poof, see ya. Thanos type snap of the fingers. We meet Princess Leia, played by the iconic Carrie Fisher, who hides the plans in a droid R2 unit, R2-D2, and sends him to the planet of Tatooine, a deserty planet. Enter Luke Skywalker, a farm boy with big dreams, brought to life by young Mark Hamill. Luke stumbles upon R2 and his buddy C-3PO, uncovering Leia's desperate message. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope. This pulls poor Luke by his heartstrings and sends him into a whirlwind adventure with Obi-Wan Kenobi, or Obi-Wan, a reclusive retired Jedi Knight, played by the legendary Alec Guinness. They team up with a smuggler, Han Solo, played by Harrison Ford, at his ruggish best, and his pet Wookiee co-pilot Chewbacca, to rescue Leia and destroy the Death Star. The plot, you guys, is a classic hero's journey inspired by Joseph Campbell's mythology studies, which George Lucas leaned very, very heavily into. It's simple but gripping, good versus evil, underdogs versus an oppressive regime, with stakes that feel cosmic. The pacing is relentless, but it's balancing. Each character's moments are just intense, with every explosive action, like the trench run that still gives me chills even when I watched it like 45 minutes ago to an hour. The lore of the Force, the Jedi, the Sith, is just introduced enough to hook you without overwhelming you, setting the stage for the saga's deeper mythology. And yeah, I mean, geez, with all the comics and books that's just spored, I mean, my god. The characters are the heart of A New Hope. The casting was perfection. Mark Hamill's Luke is the ultimate everyman. Whiny at first, yeah, Uncle Ben. But he grows into a hero, and it feels earned. He was relatively unknown when brought to the big screen, and his earnestness shows in that. Carrie Fisher's Leia, definitely no damsel. She's fierce, she's witty, she's commanding, she's cute, even when captured. Carrie Fisher, yet she said that all these people around her were very intimidating. She was going up against veteran actors, but she was channeling Leia's strength while adding her own sardonic tone. She said that in an interview. You can really see that. Harrison Ford's Han Solo is the wild card. Cynical, charming, but just shady enough to keep you guessing. Ford was actually a carpenter before landing this role, and his natural charisma made Han an instant icon. Alec Guinness already was an Oscar winner for The Bridge on the River Kwai. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, probably not. Which lent a lot of gravitas to Obi-Wan. Fun fact, Alec Guinness wasn't really thrilled all that much about the role, calling the script fairy tale space rubbish. But his performance is pure wisdom and just warmth all around. Come on. Then there's Darth Vader, voiced by James Earl Jones, with that bone-chilling baritone, and physically portrayed by bodybuilder David Prowse. Vader's presence in this movie, in everything, is just terrifying. Every step, every breath screams menace. The lore tidbit here, Vader's fall from Jedi hero Anakin Skywalker to Sith Lord is ultimately hinted at, but it only plants seeds for the prequels. The dynamic between these characters, Luke's idealism, Han's protagonism, Leia's resolve, creates a trio that's endlessly rewatchable. I mean, geez Louise, it's what really started it off for this whole thing. The lore in The New Hope, where Star Wars really earns its genius badge. George Lucas crafted a lived-in universe that feels ancient yet futuristic. The Force described by Obi-Wan has an energy-filled, binding all life, introduces a spiritual layer that Jedi yield for good and Sith use for power. This duality draws from Eastern philosophies like Taoism and Samurai Bushido, which George Lucas studied, which is really, really cool. Tatooine's twin suns, the Cantina's alien melting pot, and the Death Star's sterile white corridors build a galaxy that's diverse and believable. The expanded universe now, Legends, later fleshed out details like how the Death Star's designer Galen Erso ties into Rogue One. George Lucas also pulled from 1930s serials like Flash Gordon and World War II dogfight footage, giving the film a timeless, mythic vibe. The lore feels infinite, yet A New Hope doles it out sparingly, letting our imaginations fill in the gap. And that's why fans like me spent years debating whether Han shot first. Spoiler, he totally did. He totally did. Said so in the original cut. So, we're going to get into a little bit of the behind the scenes now. Honestly, A New Hope was a miracle all on its own. George Lucas, coming off of American Graffiti, fought studio skepticism to get this made. The budget was a modest $11 million, but Lucas pushed boundaries with that. With groundbreaking visual effects, John Williams scores, with its soaring strings and ominous imperial marches, just amazing. Gosh, and just gives a person chills. Those models from the X-Wings, everything was handcrafted. Fun fact, the shoot was so grueling on Tunisia's desert, stood in by Tatooine, that the crew battled sandstorms. Carrie Fisher said that she hated working out there and said that she joked that the film was going to bomb. Instead, it actually grossed $775 million worldwide and saved 20th Century Fox and birthed a freaking franchise worth billions now. It nabbed 10 Oscar nominations, winning 6, including Best Visual Effects. A New Hope didn't just change sci-fi, it created modern fandom. from conventions to backyard lightsaber duels with your dad and whopping your little sister with them or whatever. Believe me, we've all been there. We've all been there. Why not? A New Hope is timeless. It's heart, story, simplicity, the characters, the world, it shines, the effects, every single thing about it holds true and holds up to today's with its practical grit. The dialogue, I've got a bad feeling about this, is quotable to a fault just on its own. George Lucas's direction paired with editing by Marcia Lucas keeps the energy and everything electric. And that final Death Star run, pure cinematic adrenaline. So what's your verdict, mercenaries? Star Wars: New Hope, is its cinematic force choke powerful enough and enduring and awe-inspiring enough? I think, honestly, it's the spark that lit a galaxy nearly 50 years later, and it still feels fresh whenever you watch it today, like on Star Wars Day. Whether you're a Padawan or a Grandmaster, this film is magic. And undeniably, in my honest opinion, 9.8 out of 10. 9.8 out of 10 thermal detonators. Half a point for Greedo shooting second. So what's your take, you guys? What's your favorite? New Hope, Empire, Revenge of the Sith? Drop your comments below. Give me a follow. Sorry I got ranty there for a minute, but I mean, this is my childhood. Again, I don't know if I mentioned it, maybe I did, but my grandmother took me to see these movies when I was a kid, when they were being re-released in the 90s. Went out to a Fred Meyer's, bought a lightsaber, and I've been addicted ever since. Addicted. I really appreciate you guys coming here and being with me and just hanging out with me on May the 4th. I hope that you guys have a good day. Go watch a Star Wars movie, something Star Wars related. For me, I love you guys so much. Thanks for being here with me. May the 4th be with you. May the Force be with you. And yeah, I'll be talking to you guys soon. Thanks for hanging out with me. Love you guys. Bye.